Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing on this fine Saturday? It is Paul the Platinum Prince. So, what will we talk about today? Great question, as always. Today we'll talk about MetaZoo, specifically a lot of the MetaZoo promos. This is just a part of my collection. So, what will we be discussed specifically? Financial value of these promos, the collectability, how sought after certain ones are, and should you be putting all your money into these and chasing all of them? Let's discuss these points. First things first. So, these promos, you got everything here from, let's give an example, from Loveland Mailman if you ordered if you're lucky to get one through buying the first anniversary set, to Rudy promos. You got to be a Rudy patron to even get this one. And like a Patreon medal, you have to specifically be a patron. Back in the day, oh boy, I miss those. Those of you who are original patron members, please comment below because I definitely miss it. So here's the thing. There are so many promos out there that it's difficult to keep track of. Like I said, conventions, influencers, Patreon, you name it. I don't want to say impossible, but it's very difficult to literally get all of them without going to the eBay, TCG player, secondary market, Facebook. I'd say very few people have the time, the money, energy to go to all these conventions, be at the right time for every drop, be first in line to get it all at MSRP. So here's the thing. When you go to the conventions, obviously the promos are free as a thank you for showing up, and it's awesome that MetaZoo does that. For financial value, I do know, let me look through my stack again, that Loveland Mailman, right now, as a raw card, he's selling for about $100 to $200, give or take. And what's interesting is that certain promos are getting graded, and people are asking, for example, I believe I saw a listing of $1,000 to $2,000 of a PSA 10 Loveland Mailman. And by the way, this has a population of 2,000. And then I saw another listing of PSA 10 of Loveland Mailman for $15K. Now, I'm not saying go out there and spend $15,000 on a PSA 10 Loveland Mailman. There's many, in my opinion, that's better spent if you love MetaZoo, either the Kickstarter boxes, a good amount of first edition, or cases of second edition. Boy, second edition, that's going to be a whole nother video. So, having said that, I think it is a great idea to build your position in promos that you love, because there'll be so many that as time goes on, it'll be very difficult 5 years from now. Especially, for example, here's like for a Rudy promo, only Rudy patrons get access to this, and once he retires off of YouTube, it'll be interesting to see for how a card like this will age. So that's my take on promo specifically. Is yes, they're a great thing to add to your portfolio. I would still always put in the money in a sealed product. But now, if there's a specific one you love, like Loveland Mailman, that once I get some more capital, or like I personally would love to build a position in a ton of these because I love the card. Doesn't mean this is gonna go to like $20,000, $30,000 raw 5 years from now. No, but if you love it, then I say obviously definitely go build a position for it. And of course, the promo train has not stopped, in my opinion. So we got Walmart, Target, GameStop, Dave & Buster's coming. You don't think those will have exclusive promos? Of course they will. Plus NFTs, plus more conventions. So like I keep saying, this is gonna keep on going and going and going. And what's great is that it does bring exposure to the brand of MetaZoo, and will give you something to chase after. Whether you like specific art, you had a great time at a convention. For example, my first ever con was MegaCon, so I was lucky to grab this guy. And just a quick little side note is I should have realized serialized cards are coming with MetaZoo, because I know it's a little hard to see, but you've got at the bottom left says 772 out of 1,000. So this is the only promo I know of thus far that is serialized. So they should have been already a hint that serialized cards from MetaZoo will come in future drops, boxes, and whatnot. Now, would I say to go out and try to grab all 1,000 of them? Like I say, only do this if you're really passionate about it. I love this card because it's my first ever convention. That's where they officially met in person the MetaZoo team. And it is a neat card. So, sorry I sidetracked a bit. But yeah, for promos, in my opinion, they have more collectively than the Pokemon ones, because they typically have the tight print runs, and they always have a unique little art or nod depending on the situation, convention. So I think the promos are great. Just, don't be careful. Don't think that spending $15,000 on a Lovely Mailman PSA 10 is going to make you rich the next year. Just be cautious. Be realistic. People will put on eBay all sorts of crazy prices to get attention. I'm sure somebody will eventually put a non-alt box for $1 million just to get the views and sensationalization for Kickstarter and whatnot. But like I said, the wrap up. Promos are fantastic. This is my favorite. I love Loveland Frog, so those of you who follow me know that. and I think MetaZoo is going on a good track with it. That is all. Thank you guys.